December is the month for goal setting. So we wanted to give you a couple different tools that we use to help us goal set. You guys can do all of them. You guys can pick your favorite one, but our hope is that we give you a couple different options, and these will help put your thoughts and hopes for 2020 all in one place in a nice little plan so that you guys can have a great 2020. The first part of goal setting is actually reflecting on the current year. And I know it sounds a little fluffy and it's like, really, roll your eyes, but I think that a lot of people really skip out on this part, and it creates a chemical imbalance in the brain. So what I mean by that is you'll hear a lot of, say, like athletes who get to their final game or get to their final competition and they complete their goal. They win whatever competition, they win the Super Bowl, whatever you want to do and throw in there. And it doesn't feel as great as what they thought it would feel. One, yes, it's completely about the journey, but two, they should be excited about it. And a lot of times they get to a point where they're just like, wow, I guess that's it. Well, time to move on to the next thing. And this is totally a problem that we need to fix. And we can fix this by reflecting and celebrating what we've done already. Celebrating your wins increases a lot of the feel-good chemicals in your brain. And we want these feel-good chemicals in our brains to go up when we do things and we achieve things versus when our phone dings, when you get that notification, because that's obviously going to lead to you achieving more in life. So some of the feel-good chemicals that increases is one, oxytocin, which is really great because it allows you to take risks and make you feel safe taking risks. It allows you to experiment more, aka taking risks, but it also allows you to learn from taking those risks. The second chemical is serotonin, which also increases motivation. So we want that to stay up high. And then it also increases dopamine, which is like the reward response. You can think of this the same way, like I just mentioned, the whole notification or the text message ding that you guys get in your phone. It shows that every time a notification goes off on your phone, that dopamine, you get a dopamine response. And this is also why kids don't get so excited to go to Disneyland anymore, even though like in your head, like looking back on my childhood memories, those are like the best time. Disneyland, such a huge dopamine response. I couldn't even go to sleep the night before Disneyland. But kids don't get that response anymore when they go to Disneyland because their brain is constantly sending out dopamine because they have these texts, these dings going off on their phones, and that notification sends off dopamine. And when you guys have an overproduction of that, then your body doesn't uptake it as much. So we want, not just for our kids, but for ourselves, to get that dopamine response from actual achievements versus something like a text notification or an Instagram notification. So the more often that we can celebrate our achievements, then the more that we are going to get these chemical responses from actual experiences versus our phones. Your first homework assignment, going off of this, is get a journal. Or if you really love like taking notes on your computer, then you can do it that way as well. But I think that there's something great about writing down, like pen to paper. So grab a journal and write down what went well this year. And this also allows you to kind of see what you can kind of grow off of. So if something's going really good and it makes you happy and you're celebrating it and you want to continue doing that thing, keep on implementing that into the next year. Keep on going with those wins and see where you can go with that and grow even more.